NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Covington Buccaneers will take on the Bremen Cardinals. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, and NK Telco. Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this. My name is Jeff Henshin. Alongside me tonight is Michael Laws. And we welcome you to this girls basketball game here early in the season. Covington coming in with a 3-1 record and a good start to their season. And Bremen 0-1, just one game played so far. So, Michael, it's the beginning of a new season. Congratulations to Marion Local Flyers. Your son just garnered, the 14th championship since 2000?
14th, yep, and third in his career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go for the four-peat then, right?
Yeah, well, we're going to try.
Wow,
we're going to try.
Congratulations. Does winning ever get old?
Over there, you would think, but not really.
Well,
to be honest,
congratulations.
It's the way we do things over there.
Good.
So.
Well, tonight we have basketball, so switch gears. We're not playing hockey. We're not
I
playing
know.
hockey.
I gotta get into basketball mode, but I'm glad to be here with you.
But we look forward to an entertaining game. I don't know what to expect. Covington, I think, is pretty decent. Bremen's trying to, rebuild a little bit and get some continuity. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be kind of tough for Bremen, only having the one game, the loss to Delphus Jefferson.
A good Delphus Jefferson
team.
a
very good Delphus Jefferson team, as you mentioned. And just like you said, I think New Bremen's still trying to kind of find their rhythm, and this will be a good test for them. The Covington currently here at 3-1, and they have a dynamic sister act in Gracie and Maggie Anderson, so that'll be a good test, senior and junior guards for them. So it'll be a very, very interesting preseason, pre-conference test. Pre-conference test, I should say. This is regular season, but a pre-conference test here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I look for Covington. They might have the offensive powers of the Anderson girls, and can the Bremen kind of slow them down? Say, hey, can someone else score for you? And maybe they can. We'll find out, but I think the Bremen wants to try to make other people do damage, and likewise, I think offense is going to be the key. How well the Bremen can handle pressure, ball movement, and get shots and put them in. It's just kind of a lost art of consistent scores, and if you can get it down, you get good rhythm, you can be dangerous. So we're going to take a break right now. We have the national anthem coming up, and then when we come back, we will have the opening. We'll have the starters, our keys to the game, and then the opening tip, all here on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is laser focused on the careers in our four-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Welcome back to the Nest here at New Bremen. Your officials for tonight's game: Chris Ewald, Scott Steinbrenner, and Tony Swiderman, the men in stripes for tonight's basketball game, as we will get ready now to meet the starting lineups. And first, the Covington Ladybucks, again 3-1 on the season. They've had building some good success here past seasons. Avery Kofer wears number 3. She's a 5'4" sophomore. Delaney Murphy wears 10. She's a sophomore, 5'4". Gracie Anderson, number 12, is a senior, standing 5'9". Maggie Anderson, number 14, 5'11" junior. And Carly Biesecker wears number 30. She's a 5'9" senior. And head coach is Sean Nath in his second season as head coach at Covington. And now for the Cardinals. And the first starter for the Cardinals. Number 2 is Marina Nelson. She's a 5'7" junior. Mia Hirschfeld wears number 3. She's a 5'7" junior. Mary Rindler wears 20. She's a 5'9" sophomore. Michaela Ferks wears 23. She's a 5'10" freshman. Chloe Homan wears number 30. 6-foot senior. Your starting 5 for New Bremen. And your varsity coach in his 3rd season, Andy Timmerman, assistant coach Emily Mesher, and JV coach John Storer. There are your starters. And for the keys of the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Michael?
Yeah, starting off for the Lady Bucks. Rebounding, no second chance opportunities, get back on defense quickly, and move the ball on offense.
And for the Cardinals?
Take away the rhythm from the Anderson sisters, win the rebounding battle, and make extra cuts and fill spots versus their zone.
Thank you, coaches, for those thoughts as we are underway in Bremen, the first possession, facing the Covington zone defense. Finding some space, but missing the shot was Ferks. With a good ball movement, Bremen just doesn't cash in, and now man-to-man defense for the Cardinals. And again, it's, I think, a pretty offensive-powered team between the Anderson girls, and there's a foul. Illegal screen.
Yep.
And that one goes
Looked like a block, yeah. It looked like a block was the signal there. So first foul charged to number 30 there, Carly Basicker.
And remember, this year it's 5 fouls per
quarter. Yeah, exactly. So that definitely changes the dynamic of things this year.
I've seen it, and I've done a number of games already. As they got a trap there in the corner. There's a jump ball to be a turnover for New Bremen, as that possession will favor Covington. But it's kind of odd when you know that you've had 5 fouls in the first quarter, and then you get in the second quarter, and you get in the third. Well, usually you would have been shooting free throws, but you're not. So
you're kind of starting all over again. Yeah. Basically, they're like 4 little mini games now, especially when you come in with the foul count now. So
and found out from my broadcasting colleagues that on the Ohio High School Athletic Association website was there's a nice drive, but shot off the mark by Delaney Murphy, rebounded by Homan, is the reason. Maybe not the only, but one of them was they did a study and they found a high percentage of injuries happened on rebounding during free throws. So there's a three-pointer up and in by Marina Nelson. So I never would have thought of that. Seen a lot of basketball games. I've never seen an injury on a free throw, but whatever, they do studies. As there's a travel violation, turnover Covington. My thing is, if they're that worried about it, call the fouls then on the guys pushing in.
Right.
That second guy seems like he's always pushing the box-out guy in. I'm like, well, that's a foul. You're moving him. But anyhow, soapbox is done. It's 5 fouls per quarter. It does not affect the team, it does not affect the player whatsoever. You only get 5 still as a player. It's just the team fouls reset each quarter. And we're underway here as the Cardinals, again, looking for good ball movement. So far, they've had good ball movement. A three-pointer taken by Hirschfeld, no good. Offensive rebound, Cards. Another three-pointer, this one by Nelson, missed. Another offensive rebound. Homan for 2. Boy, talk about multiple looks. They had 3 looks, so they take advantage of the offensive rebound.
Yeah, getting that third opportunity, which was kind of, a couple of good rebounds there. Good start there for the Cardinals. And a quick 5-0 lead here over Covington. Now another turnover for Covington. Bremen with the ball.
They're trying to push in transition. Stepping through a couple defenders, getting a shot off was Ferks. Off the mark. But yes, a number of turnovers here for Covington already. And New Bremen cashing in on his rebounding. And both coaches talk about rebounds and the keys of the game. And right now, the Bremen took advantage of those opportunities. Step through, move. Up and in, number 10, Delaney Murphy. We talk about the Anderson girls, but other ones have to be ready to fill the gap, if you will, because other teams are, let's say, focusing in and running gimmick or really being aware of where Gracie and Maggie are at. So other girls have to be ready to score.
That's usually kind of a good problem to have. They focus in on key players like the Andersons and, the other players can step up and really fill those roles.
Skip passes, I should say, deflected pass. Holman ends up with it, muscles to the basket. I like the ball movement so far. As Coach Timmerman said, make the extra cuts and fill spots in Covington's zone defense, word for word, were his.
Yeah, and they've been very, very aggressive, as you mentioned that last sequence of, a couple of rebounds, getting that basket, now going to the free throw line.
Holman misses the first free throw. That foul went against Avery Kofer, 5'4" sophomore, her first foul, team's second. Holman, the 6-foot senior, connects for her third point, and the 6-2 New Bremen lead.
But yeah, Bremen's got to be very, very happy here with this start. I was aggressive getting out to this quick lead and being really, really aggressive, taking it to Covington.
Almost a steal. Going to the hoop is Kofer, her floater off the mark. Holman recovers and rebounds for one and done opportunity, limiting the Bucks to one and done. So New Bremen will reset again, a 1-2-2 zone applied by the Bucks, and Holman kicks out. Nelson over to Hirschfeld. Holman able to split the defenders. Boy, pretty good footwork there, Michael.
Absolutely. Way to really work that lane really well and get this Cardinal team up to 6 points on a 6-point lead here, 8-2.
Hirschfeld pretty crafty there with the dribble and athletic and agile to maneuver. Entry pass there is, I think they were looking for Biesecker, and she kind of her route was kind of cut off. And the pass goes out of bounds. Turnover, Covington, and into the basketball game, the first support player, number 32. Abby Burden, 5'6" senior. Her first reserve, if you will, to enter the floor. Burden with the basketball. Now Covington has kind of picked their pressure up three-quarter court. Long skip pass, turnover to Bremen. Biesecker with the steal. Three-point shot off the bankboard, sideboard, I should say, by Kofer, rebounded by New Bremen. Holman with the basketball, give it up to Nelson. They'll reset their offense. Again, facing the zone defense that Covington's been in since the opening tip.
Yeah, I think you're noticing the rebounding, especially a little bit more size for the Cardinals than against the Bucks here. And I think right now it's showing at the moment. But a rebound there for Covington.
Good job there, limiting the Cardinals as the shot by Rindler was off the mark. Mary Rindler. Biesecker skips it over. Delaney Murphy makes the basket. There's a whistle and a foul. Murphy with her fourth point and a foul against New Bremen. Kind of a takedown on the seal. I don't know what happened, but somebody's got tangled up.
Yeah, it was off. It's really like after the shot, after it went in. So it looks like the Buccaneers the basket will count, and then the Bucks will keep possession here.
So chance for a 4 or 5 point play as a foul went against Mary Rindler. And there's a chance by Anderson, hit three-pointer. Would have been a 5-point play off the mark, and a strong defensive rebound by Michaela Firks. Hirschfeld into Holman. Holman, boy, again, kept her balance. She's been tough to stop here. She has 7 first-quarter points.
Yeah, she currently basically 50% from 2 right now here for Bremen.
They've shot well, and when they've missed, a lot of times they've gotten their own rebound and continued, but going to the basket, and good defense by Holman. She defended the attempt by Gracie Anderson. 3-point shot off the back iron by Michaela Firks. And a good backside rebound by Carly Biesecker. And Covington down by 6. Between the leg dribble for Delaney Murphy. This is Maggie Anderson, the junior sister. Cross-court pass to Delaney Murphy. Long two-pointer, no good. And some bodies go down.
Looks like we have a jump ball. Yep.
Well, a couple people went at it and bang possession. And the team rebound will go to New Bremen on the defensive board. 2 minutes to play. Coach Timmerman wants a precision strip timeout. Looks like it's a 30. So while we take that timeout, I'll go through some of our sponsors that include our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. Our keys of the game were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our timeout sponsor that we're in right now is brought to you by Precision Strip. Player of the game, Michael and I will select a New Bremen player at the conclusion of this game as our NK Telco player of the game. And our mid and post-game stats are brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems and our live view sponsor. Now, would also like to thank these sponsors that allow us to do this. And tonight is high school girls basketball. Early in the season, Covington comes in with a very nice 3-1 record. Their loss was to Jackson Center. New Bremen just one game so far. That was a loss to a decent, pretty good Delphus Jefferson team.
No shame in the Jackson Center loss either. They were very solid last year and had a lot of returners.
Cross-court pass on the press. Stolen, turnover New Bremen. And Coach Sean Naff, very enthusiastic about his team's defense. Kind of using that to create some offense. They've just not been able to shoot very well. So at the foul line is Avery Kofer, 5'4" sophomore for 2 shots. She'll try to capitalize on that steal the press generated, and she hits the first one.
Yeah, only two pointers so far now with the free throw giving a 5-point lead, but 6 misses already.
And the second one offensive rebound though. Anderson girl, number 14, Maggie. Big offensive stick back there. If you keep the stats, put an X on that one. That's a 2-pointer right there. Is points off, second chance for the Bucks. And they turn that possession into a 3-point play following the turnover of the steal from their press.
Yep, I was going to say that was a walk.
So back-to-back turnovers committed by New Bremen. Minute 30 to go. New Bremen now up 10-7. Chloe Homenham kind of got a break there with a timeout. And they want her on the court. She's a lengthy 6-foot senior, runs the court pretty well, has been pretty crafty finding room against the Covington zone defense.
Yeah, she's been really working that lane very, very well and been able to create some havoc there in the middle.
She is chasing Maggie Anderson now as a 2-point I think it was a 2-pointer.
Yeah.
From Delaney Murphy.
Yep, 2-pointer and
out of bounds. So team offensive rebound for Covington off a New Bremen player. So they'll get another look here, another chance to score in this possession. Coach Timmerman shouting instructions. I think he's been scouting. I think he was telling them what to expect. Have a nice play there as Maggie Anderson tipped it back to Kofer, but Avery Kofer shot no good. Rebounded by the Cards. 60 seconds to play, first quarter. 10-7 Cards. And a 1-2-2 zone defense or a 3-2. But that's what Covington's been in. And right now really not pressuring the basketball behind the arc too much. Sometimes you'll see teams apply pressure. But Covington somewhat content. And it's been working to create another steal. That is a steal by Gracie Anderson, the 5'9 senior. So 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Covington's had a rough start. Biesecker answers, and they've had, it seems like a strong finish here. They've got some offense on the board, and they've created some more New Bremen turnovers.
Yeah, they started real slow, but they're starting to find their pace and find their rhythm here at Bremen, now only down by 1.
Down to 10 seconds. Chloe Homan. Burden for 3. Rebound, Biesecker. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Biesecker will let it fly, and that will be well short. And after 8 minutes of action here at New Bremen, it's Covington 9, New Bremen 10. You're watching high school girls basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to the Nest at New Bremen High School. I'm Jeff Henschen. Alongside me tonight is Michael Laws. And Michael, we talked about it at the end of the first quarter. It seemed like New Bremen got off early. And then Covington, midway through the half or quarter, took off themselves and cut it to a 1-point game. So shooting, I think, has been a little low for each team.
Yes.
There haven't been many made shots, a lot of attempts. I think turnovers also from Bremen piling up.
Yeah, oh yeah. That right now, Bremen's sitting at 6 turnovers already. So actually, same with Covington as well. But yeah, just not been able to find the rhythm quite, right away. But yeah, Bremen started off really, really good. Getting into the middle there, finding home in there, and Covington, as you mentioned, later in the quarter, kind of finding the rhythm here and only being down by 1 here coming into the second.
3-point shot by Maggie Anderson off the mark. I think Covington got the break when they got the steal on their press and went in, got a foul. They got a free throw and an offensive rebound, kicked it up for a 2. So they got a kind of some good offense there as the Bremen's 2-point shot by Burden is off the mark. So back and forth we go here. A scoreless second quarter, just 30 seconds into it. Baseline move by Murphy. Gracie Anderson skips it over to Avery Kofer. Man-to-man defense by the Cards. That one deflected. Burden comes up with the steal. Turnover Bucks. Mentioned 3-pointers. Bremen hit 1, right?
Yeah, I got one. Currently 1 for 6, or excuse me, 1 for 7.
1 for 7
for Bremen right now.
Well, they're going to try to make that 2 for 8, and they do not. As a 3-pointer there by Ferks. Looked good, but just strong. So Bremen 1 for 7 3-point shooting in the first quarter, and Covington, they didn't make any. How many did they attempt? 4?
Yeah, they had 5 actually. 5 attempts if we count the desperation he gave at the end.
Would you have counted if it would have gone in?
Well, that's good. Yeah, it looked like it got off there. So
Gracie Anderson had a 3 there. That's off the mark. So, again, the distance shooting has not been successful for really either team. The Bremen will try again. Marina Nelson grabs it home. So, well, she is the owner of the only 2 made triples of the ball game. She had 1 in the first, now her second here in the second quarter.
Both of them coming off of threes and currently sitting at 6 points.
So a 4-point New Bremen lead in the first points of the second quarter, nearly 2 minutes in. Biesecker. Long pass. Well, that's a court sideline to sideline. And New Bremen able to recover. Left-handed 3-point shot. Strong by Murphy. Offensive rebound by Maggie Anderson. No good. Offensive stick back. Biesecker. So 3 looks there. Give them a couple offensive rebounds. And they answer with points. And again, they'll go back to 3-quarter court press. Forces a turnover. Anderson kind of playing center field back there, and it was an easy interception.
Yeah, there was nobody around her. I'm not sure if just a missed signal there or
sometimes
not, but yeah, there was
pressure, panic.
Yeah.
You think you see something. Nice move, not there. Biesecker, offensive rebound, no. Anderson, offensive rebound, no. So a couple more looks on about now 2 rebounds, so they're going to try to capitalize here. They draw a foul against New Bremen's number 32, Abby Burden. Team foul of the second quarter, number 1. And at the foul line, Maggie Anderson with 2 points in the ball game. Make it 3 points in the ball game. She's a 5'11 junior. Her sister is 5'9 senior. Both are good. Covington 3 for 4 from the line in the first half. New Bremen 1 of 2.
Tie ball game now at 13.
And again, New Bremen opened up, I think it was a 6-2 lead early on.
Yes,
maybe?
correct. Yeah, they were off and running.
Homan's 15-footer, no good. Biesecker, she's come up with some rebounds both offensively and defensively here. I remember calling her number maybe a couple more times in the offensive end, which is always good.
Yeah, it's been a pretty even board battle right now. Total for Covington, 12 and 9 for Bremen. So both teams coming up big on the boards here total, both offense and defense.
It's the offensive ones you got to capitalize on because you got to score. Biesecker, another offensive rebounding. Carly Biesecker. Boy, I mentioned when you get scores, put an X down for the offensive rebound because that's probably 3 times you would have marked an X where they converted, kept the possession alive or followed up with a quick answer. So the offensive rebounding has been key here for the Buccaneers. Taking the basketball away is Delaney Murphy. Scoring the basketball is Delaney Murphy. Timeout called for the Cards. There'll be a full timeout. Precision strip timeout called for by the Cardinals. We'll take one with them. You're watching girls basketball here on NK Telco Sports. NK Telco Sports is pleased to bring you high school girls basketball. We're at the Nest in New Bremen. I'm Jeff Hench, alongside me is Michael Laws, bringing you the Covington Bucks and the New Bremen Cardinals. We're in the second quarter, and Covington, again, after somewhat of a slow start offensively, they've turned the tables. They've outscored New Bremen basically 15-7.
Yeah,
6-2 deficit.
They found it. They found their groove here.
And I think a lot of it's stimulating off the press that's generated some turnovers. They've gotten some baskets in transition, which they're not guaranteed, but I like my opportunity shooting somewhat uncontested layups more than contested 5-on-5 shots, when you're playing 5-on-5 half court.
They are playing the zone as Coach Timmerman had talked about. And actually, they're really, on the offensive end, they're really working the perimeter quite a bit.
Yes. And that's
so,
a turnover.
I mean, there's been very, Bieseker's in there a little bit in the middle, but honestly, they've been working the perimeter, and then she kind of goes in when she needs to. It's not been a lot of board banging until they absolutely need it.
She's come up big as New Bremen forces a turnover, so each team trades turnovers following the New Bremen timeout. And, again, Covington won't say it's just a very conservative zone defense. They're not pressuring the ball, and sometimes teams are in your face. You don't even get a chance to wipe the sweat off your brow. It's just constantly people in your face. But Covington is really packing it in. And early on in Bremen, I felt moved the ball pretty well against it. Baseline jumper by Mary Rendler, no good. So one and done for New Bremen. Chance here for the Bucks to add to their 4-point lead, which is their biggest. Bieseker has had a nice half. 6 points. Three-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound again by the Bucks. Cut, and there'll be Maggie Anderson again. Back to the line. She's 2 for 2 from the line here in the quarter. Another offensive rebound.
Yeah,
seems like they're getting a lot of them.
Yeah, right now they're now up to 15 total rebounds. And as you mentioned, I think most of them really being on the offensive end and being very, very aggressive there. Now converting currently 4 for 5 from the free throw line for the Buccaneers.
Taking advantage of those offensive rebounds. It's second chance opportunities, and Maggie Anderson with 6 and a 6-point Covington lead, 19-13. We are winding down here, second quarter action, 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Nice bounce into Homan. Good finish. Boy, it was Ferks, I believe, will get the assist. She had a nice bounce pass. Wasn't nothing fancy. I mean, just she looked right down the floor, threw it where the hands aren't. And Homan's been very good when she's been around the rim to finish.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big key, especially Bremen going forward, is trying to get it to her underneath, because that's really if Bremen's got a little bit of a size advantage, especially with her underneath. So
she's going against Bieseker, who's 5'9", and Homan's 6 foot. And you know what? When you score a basket, sometimes other people get confidence. And Marina Nelson, 3 triples down the ball game, and a good answer for New Bremen here late in the half or late in the quarter to score 5 unanswered.
Yeah, Bremen currently looks like we got a turnover. Looks like a foul off the ball there.
Number 12 or 20. Yep, 12. Grace Anderson.
Yeah, but currently 3 for 9 for Bremen from 3-point land, and all 3 belonging to Nelson, as you had mentioned.
Yeah, 3 for 9 is 33%. Not too bad of a percentage when you're figuring you're getting 3 points at a crack. Oh, I thought she was going to pull the trigger. Nelson thought about it, just maybe a little deep. But she's hit a couple. You think sometimes those shooters, when you start making one or two, you feel like you're open when you cross half court. But the Bremen patient here, chance to regain the lead. Homan, this 18-footer, no good. Backside battle. And loose ball. It'll be a Bremen ball.
Right.
It'll
be on the jump ball, but they will belong to Bremen there.
I thought maybe Kofer, when she fell down, would be called for traveling, unless she didn't have possession. If she kind of lost.
That's what I think. I agree with you, Jeff. I think that was still on the floor. I don't think she had it. So
okay.
I'm
the referee was there. Homan knocked off her wheels, but able to maintain balance. Homan is lengthy. I won't say she's a fortress as far as the body frame. She's lengthy, but be able to kind of balance again. And I think she's had some real nice footwork. I mentioned early in the ball game where she kind of danced around some defenders.
Mm-hmm. She is the tallest of the game here. So she is the only 6-footer for either team.
Move into the basket. Kind of switching her hands a little bit. Ferk's able to get the soft shots drop for the 5'10" freshman. And New Bremen on top for way back in the first quarter, probably when it was 6-6 or 8-6 is their last lead. Holman punches it away. It'll stay with Covington with 45 seconds to go. New Bremen has taken a couple timeouts here in the first half, so they're down to 3. But
I believe they're also Bremen's the only ones doing some subs. I think Covington's rolled with this 5 here the entire time so far.
Going to the basket was Gracie Anderson. A tough shot as she misses, and they go to work through the Cardinals. The final 30 seconds, a chance to grow the 1-point lead. And you're right, I don't think Covington has subbed yet. The three-pointer by Ferks off the mark. Rebounded by Murphy. 20 seconds, plenty of time for the Bucks. Murphy pulls up from 14. It goes 14. Delaney Murphy with 8. 5'4", sophomore. 21-20, final 10 seconds. Homan. Three-point shot. Ferks at the buzzer. The putback by Rindler, no good. And your score at halftime is Covington 21, New Bremen 20. You're watching girls high school basketball here on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
NK Telco Sports is proud to bring you high school girls basketball. Jeff Henson alongside me tonight, Michael Laws. We have Covington Buccaneers and the Bremen Cardinals. We're at halftime. A close battle. Covington leads 21-20 with our team stats. Here's Mr. Michael Laws.
All right, for Covington here in the first half, went 0 for 7 from three-point land, 8 for 18 from the two-point, but was 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Total team rebound 16 and 9 turnovers for Covington. For New Bremen, 3 for 11 from three-point range, 5 for 12 from two-point range, 1 for 2 from the charity stripe, 11 total team rebounds, and 9 New Bremen turnovers.
Each team committed 9 turnovers. I thought maybe it'd be a little bit more. It seemed like teams kind of went on runs. When they got the flu bug, if you will, that team turned it over multiple times, and they kind of took care of it. So
Bremen was cutting those lanes off in the zone, And Covington was creating theirs a lot. I noticed a lot from double teams. They were really putting pressure, especially on like Holman underneath and really double teaming. That's how they kind of created a lot of their turnovers.
Individual scoring in the first half for New Bremen. 2 players with 9 points. Marina Nelson on 3 3-pointers. Chloe Holman with 9. And 2 points from Michaela Firks, their total of 20. For Covington, 8 from Delaney Murphy, 6 apiece from Maggie Anderson and Carly Biesecker. And Biesecker might have gotten 4 definitely, if not all 6, coming off offensive putbacks. And 1 point from Avery Kofer, their total of 21. So New Bremen led 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. Covington outscores the Cards 12-10 in the second and has a 1-point lead as we prepare for the start of the third quarter. And for New Bremen, it looks like their game time starters are Nelson, Hirschfeld, Rindler, Firks, and Homan. And for Covington, likewise, it'll be Kofer, Murphy, Anderson, Biesecker. And we're underway. The officials tonight. I mentioned them once before, I think.
Chris Ewald, Scott Steinbrunner, and Tony Schwederman.
Yes. Tony's on the sideline. Scott's on the baseline, and Chris is on the far side.
Is in front of Covington right now, so yeah. I'll have to give Chris a hard time. I'm actually part of a networking group with Chris, so I'll give him a hard time about this.
give him some pointers.
I will give him some pointers on how to ref.
Thought that charge block call, yeah, that's a thankless job. These guys do a good job. And
yeah, he's actually a 3-sport official. He does not only basketball, but football and baseball as well. So, or excuse me, softball. Pardon me, but yeah, it's still 3 sports.
Yep. Oh, nice move. Wow, getting a shot off his Kover. She did a little change of pace there. Zigzag got through, but couldn't get the jumper to drop. And Bremen will fire a 3-pointer from home, and that went off the mark. So Coach Timmerman yells Chloe, and he, wasn't mad. He just kind of talked to her. I don't know what he said, but said, Chloe, she didn't want to. I'm afraid to look at the coach.
Well, she's not one I would think would be taking a 3, but that's
you never know.
You never know. Exactly right. You never know. But
we talked, back here recently with the 3-point in high school went into effect, and I think in 1988 or 89. And the rule, I remember reading about it, was like, well, to put the little guy back in the game, to let him do some stuff. Well, now you see the big stepping out, and you hardly have an inside game. Everyone wants to chuck the 3.
For sure.
Jumper on the baseline by Murphy, no good. Again, 1 and done. Cardinals clear it and will advance. A chance to take the lead here. They led through early on and then fell behind, got a lead. Then Covington came back and took the lead. So each team has had a couple leads here, but I think no more than 4 or 5. A nice step-through move. Again, just doesn't drop. Boy, Holman, jump ball.
Yep, jump ball.
And we'll stay with the Cards. Give them a team rebound on that one. The possession will favor or stay with the Cards on Michaela Firks' drive. That didn't drop.
But yeah, if I'm Coach Timmerman in Bremen, I'd be very happy as things are going. Ebb and flow. Only one. The one game, but flowing really, really well. And be very happy if you're a Cardinal fan right now.
Firks with a 3-point miss. Down and up with a quick shot from Gracie Anderson, 3-pointer. Just short. Cards, again, 1 and done on the defensive glass. Holman's been almost automatic. Good swat there by defensive block shot by Maggie Anderson and defensive board by, I believe it was her sister. Number 12 got it. So it's always good to block shots and get the ball back. 3-point look for Kofer, no good. And we are scoreless as we played 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, currently Covington 0 for 9 from 3-point range. Has not been able to convert.
And again, I won't say the easy defense, but the very passive that they don't go out and challenge the ball as a Holman shot, one of her rare misses. They protect the middle and force you to
play
score.
that zone. Yeah, they play that zone very, very well.
There's a nice kind of step back. Murphy Delaney with double digits, now a 10. And the first points of the first half belong to the Covington Buccaneers under head coach Sean Naff in his second season. New Bremen under head coach Andy Timmerman in his third season. New Bremen, I know Andy's a 2010 graduate of New Bremen. So coming back home to coach girls basketball as Michaela Firks scores her 4th point for the 5'10 freshman. So it took over 3 minutes to get some offense generated. And the officials look, I don't think anyone saw a touch. So
yeah, I think he had a gut feeling on this side of what he thought, but I think he wanted just to make sure before he pointed, and he got confirmation from his partner there to give that ball to the Cardinals.
I can't say I was watching it that closely. I was looking down. I didn't see anything obvious. So
at least from my view, I think they got that one right. I didn't see a deflection, and ball didn't really make a move, so I'm okay with it.
Nelson, her three-pointer off back iron, and we're halfway through the quarter right about now. 4 minutes left, third quarter. Each team has scored one field goal, a 2-point shot. Nice pass, 12-14. Assist, Gracie, 2-point basket. Maggie, she now has 8.
Yeah, that's one of the first real inside shots besides the rebounds, off of a first play that Covington has come up with. Everything else has been a Biesecker rebound if it's anything been inside. So, or anything that's been from the outside for Covington there.
Holman got it inside. She quickly gets it back out. McFerks step through and draws contact. Again, Ferks is a 5'10", and she's strong. So she's able to kind of muscle her way and, take those long steps and kind of fake and pivot and not travel and still go up and draw contact.
Yeah, 5'10" freshman.
Her first free throw is missed. And for New Bremen, number 20, Mary Rindler. And for Chloe Holman. And I don't think, like you said, I don't know if Covington.
I have not seen a Covington sub. They have rolled with this 5 here so far.
They only have a varsity team, limited numbers.
They do have a nice at least a full bench. They got 6 on the bench. So at least available if needed.
11.
Yeah.
A lot of times you see teams like that, you might play 2 quarters of JV and then a full varsity game. But that shot taken there by Kofer in and out, and the team rebound stays with Covington. And Bremen knocked it out of bounds. 25-22 3-point lead with 3 minutes exactly, third quarter.
Yeah, and they may do that later on in the year. They may pick that up with like conference games or whatever to at least get some JV.
In and out on a 3-point try by Gracie Anderson. So they remain
still 0 for 10
right
now from the 3-point range right now. So not been able to convert them behind the stripe.
So New Bremen, Biesecker deflected it. Results in a turnover into the hands of Avery Kofer. Her pass to Biesecker, no good. Biesecker, right place, right spot. Give her another offensive rebound.
Yeah.
So she caused the deflection at the one end, ran the court well. She knocked that away near the block on the left side of the court, and then was the first one kind of down. Couldn't make the shot, but got her own missed shot and a chance to score from the line. She had 6 points in the first half. And it stays at 6. First team foul of the quarter for the Cardinals. And I didn't catch who it was on. Oh, I think it was on Ferks, 23. Because she had 1 on the board before she went out, unless I didn't mark it down. But nonetheless, no one really in any foul trouble for either team as Carly Biesecker, 5'9" senior, gets her 7th point.
Nobody over 2 fouls. The only one right now with
is Rindler.
2 fouls is Mary Rindler, yeah.
Well, the Bremen breaks the press. And Holman, that's kind of what she's done. Just kind of a smooth pattern. I mean, didn't rush it, but just seemed like she was on balance. She now is in double figures with 11.
Yeah, really been working that lane really, really well. And, got to take advantage. Obviously, the tallest player in the game here for either team. 3-point attempt.
And 0 for 11, right?
Yeah, 0 for 11 for Covington. Still not being able to convert.
So 2-point deficit facing the Cardinals. Holman from 14. Soft shot, no good. Biesecker high in the air. Another rebound for Biesecker. She's got to be close to 10. I mean, she's probably got about 6 defensive and 4 offensive, or maybe even vice versa. She's been, just remember calling her name.
Yeah.
3-point shot, back iron, no good. Rindler runs down the defensive rebound. Nelson up the side to Burden. Back to Nelson. She's hit 3 of them. That one's strong. Biesecker. Those are tough shots when they kind of miss the rim and come off the bank board, but Biesecker had her hands up, deflected it somewhat to herself, and just corralled it.
Yep.
So good play by her.
Currently 24 total rebounds for Covington, and quite a few of them belonging to Biesecker, as you mentioned, especially on the offensive end.
Going to the basket with the left hand is Avery Kofer, and she picks up the foul against the Bremen's number 3, Mia Hirschfeld. Her second. Team foul number 2. And 2 free throws for Kofer. She's 1 for 2. Back in the first quarter, she attempted those. And she makes her first of 2 here. Michaela Ferks, the 5'10 freshman with 4 points in the contest, in for the Cardinals again. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. A 3-point lead for Covington. Make it 4. As Kofer now 3 for 4 from the line.
Covington currently 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Big difference here. I think,
well, in the field goal shooting, they haven't hit any threes. New Bremen has.
Yep.
And Coach Timmerman will take a 30-second timeout. That will allow me to go through some of our additional sponsors with 51 seconds to play third quarter. Additional sponsors include Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Cody Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM. Thank you to those additional sponsors that we appreciate to help us bring you this. And tonight, we are live streaming a high school girls basketball game between Covington and New Bremen. My name is Jeff Henson. Sitting beside me, Michael Laws.
Yeah, you had mentioned earlier, 10 for 25 from 2-point range for Covington. As you mentioned, zeros from the 3-point range, but been able to convert 10 2-point field goals out of 25. Yeah.
That's just under. That's probably close to 40%, probably, right?
10 yeah, 25. Absolutely.
But the 80% from the free throw line is
that's been a big help.
Watch Homan rebounds her own shot. Boy, she kind of went up with a hard first shot, but boy, that second one was gentle.
Yeah, she was really high off the glass, but
I think she maybe muscled it up, or maybe had lost her balance, but was the whereabouts to get it back. As missing the 2-point shot was Anderson. It goes off of Homan. It'll stay with Covington. It's a 2-point Buck lead with 12 and a half seconds left. Maggie Anderson will inbounds. This way is Grace. Skip pass cross court as Timmerman Andy knew the play as he was helping his teammate or helping his girls know where the scorer was coming from. Shot at the shot was no good. It will not count. 3 quarters are in the books. Your score after 3: Covington 28, New Bremen 26. We'll come back with the fourth quarter here on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Welcome back to the Nest here in New Bremen as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Low-scoring game in the third quarter. Covington 7 points, New Bremen 6. The shooting still has been somewhat frigid, cool, and Covington's not been able to hit a 3. They've hit some free throws. New Bremen's hit a few threes and kind of hung in there with some 2-pointers as well.
Yeah, Bremen's been more from the 3-point range. It's been kind of mediocre from 2-point. And their free throw, but a big difference. Covington really red hot from the free throw line and from 2-point range. So keeping this and giving them that 2-point lead here going into the fourth.
Each team had 9 turnovers at halftime. I don't know that there were a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, it wasn't a ton. It's Bremen currently standing at 12 and Covington at 10. So
Bremen at 3 and Covington at 1. A high arcing splash shot. The first
three for Covington of the night.
And scoring it is Maggie Anderson. She now has 11 points in the game. Grindler, baseline jumper, a little strong. Homan is fouled in the act. So good job by Chloe Homan, kind of reach back to pull that one back, and the lengthy senior able to do so. And picks the second foul up on Avery Kofer. 2 free throws for Homan. 1 of 2 from the line. Those were way back in the first quarter. In and out. Boy, soft touch, though. She shoots a soft, high arcing, nice rotation. Just too much on that one. Can't make them all, I guess. But,
yeah.
I mean, that looks good for a 6-footer. I mean, for anyone, it just looks good. And she's been a delicate, soft touch. She has 14 in the game.
1 of 2 seniors on this.
Her and Abby Burton.
Abby Burton are the 2 seniors for the Cardinals.
B-Sucker. I believe the assist came from Grace Anderson. B-Sucker with the bucket, her 9th point. Nice pass and a good finish. So again, not to beat a dead horse, Covington 1-2-2 zone or 3-2 zone.
Been playing it very well all night.
And they haven't really put ball pressure on the ball. It's just been kind of hand up and in and out though for Marina Nelson on the 3-pointer. She has made 3 of them. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Did not convert in the third quarter. Left-handed 2-point shot by Murphy, no good. Saved by the Anderson girl, and the other one, her 3-pointer, no good. Stolen back, turned over though. So a couple offensive rebounds for the Bucks, and they result in a foul. A little bit of maybe of a frustration foul. Anderson slaps at the ball, connects, makes contact, picks up her second foul, team second.
Gracie, the senior of the sister pair, the older of the 2.
She's been held scoreless. But I know she's had some, I think, assists and stuff. So, just because you don't score means you're not playing a great game. It's more than scoring. Homan in trouble. She's got to get out. And she does just in time. Loose ball is hung on to by Nelson. And Bremen kind of pull out. And they trail by 6. I didn't realize it kind of had grown up to 6. But this is a big possession. Homan in trouble. 3. Nope. Thought maybe that Nelson was pulling the trigger. Mia Hirschfeld. Now they try to dump it into Homan. This time it's stripped away, takeaway by Maggie Anderson. Turnover into Bremen. Chance here for the Buccaneers to grow this 6-point lead. B-Sucker off the front iron. B-Sucker with her own rebound. B-Sucker scores. 11 in the game for B-Sucker. And again, another offensive rebound. Stick back bucket for number 30, the senior, Carly B-Sucker.
Yeah, she's been the board beast here for Covington here, and really a big difference maker here in getting this 8-point lead. Yeah.
Well, New Bremen needs a score. Homan's going to try a 3. She got it. We saw her miss her one earlier in the half, but no problem there. She has 4 points in a quarter. 8 in the half. 17. Wait, was that Homan or was it?
Yeah, Holman was the one that just
I thought they were
converted the 3.
flashing number 3 up there on the board, but 30 was the one that made it. Yeah. Okay. And a stick back. So it took them all game to get started, but
now they got 2 of them now. So but yeah, they were having a hard time hitting them, and now they've gotten 2 here, relatively close together here.
Maggie Anderson hit the first one. Grace Anderson hit her first points of the game, and the Bremen turns it over. Murphy, quick shot off the transition. Wow.
That looked like it was deflected.
Well, I just thought it was quick. It didn't look like she really had much. Kind of stepped back and hit like a baseline 10, 12-footer. And Delaney Murphy with 14 or 12 points.
Yeah, able to get that to go and get this to a 10-point lead here. So looking good here for the Buccaneers here. And Cardinals may want to try to speed it up here a little bit. But that does help.
Yes, Firks. Michaela Firks triple and a timeout called for by Coach Timmerman. We'll take a break. Precision Strip timeout here at NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
NK Telco Sports, once again, pleased to bring you high school girls basketball. We're at New Bremen High School, the Nest, for the Buccaneers of Covington, and the Cardinals of New Bremen are playing tonight. Covington has opened up now a 7-point lead. It was 10 just moments ago, though. Michaela Firks hit a three-pointer, following a Chloe Holman three-pointer. But in between those two New Bremen three-pointers was Gracie Anderson hitting a three. So we've had, I think the past three possessions have been three for New Bremen,
pointers.
Three for Covington, three for New Bremen. Now remember, Covington, I should maybe go back a couple more. They just made their first three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, they just
by Maggie Anderson. Not too far before her sister hit it. So maybe.
Yeah, they were ice cold from three here for a long time, and now finally gotten two. So might have found their rhythm here late to try to pull this one out.
Nice move. Nice move. A little bit of quickness on the wing for Biesecker. Challenged at the rim as she kind of got around the defender. 7.5, 13 points in the ball game for Biesecker. And Holman, now they've corrected it. She does have 17 points.
Yep,
she hit the three-pointer, and she is leading scorer for New Bremen. But still a 9-point lead. They need this to drop. That one by Marina Nelson, no good. Held ball. New Bremen will get it. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the ball game. Possession is very critical now. Down by 9 are the New Bremen Cardinals.
Yeah, Bremen can feel better. At least they were converting their threes here pretty good. So definitely got a chance here, and this could help. But off the brick, no good.
Holman with the offensive rebound off of the Nelson miss. So another look here. They've had a couple looks here. They just need points. I don't know that they necessarily need a three. They just need something. As Firks is fouled, third team foul of the quarter for Covington.
Yeah, I don't think we're in. I agree with you, Jeff. I don't think we're in desperation mode yet. Probably until like the last minute.
Correct.
But if they can, I think the big key is they've been really, really successful getting underneath the Holman. I think breaking that zone, anything that they've been able to create, and I don't think we're in 3-point desperation mode quite yet.
Yeah,
but
that hasn't. I wouldn't resort to that just yet.
Yeah,
Holman's been pretty good
Absolutely.
inside, and if you get a bucket here, you cut it to 7. You come down, do your defense and make a stop, maybe pick up the pressure a little bit, and put the heat on the Covington Bucks. They take their
Yeah, that was their first time out that they've taken all game. So.
And I don't know if I said it earlier, but New Bremen has 1 left. I don't know if I said 0, but they have 1. Covington has 4. Coach Sean Naff in his second season. Again, I don't think he's substituted anyone yet.
No.
It might be why when I talk about their zone defense, they don't defend the whole half court.
Yeah.
They defend the paint and kind of are content to do that. One, if you got to defend the whole court and chase people around, you get some wear and tear.
Any of their double teams have been like deep, below the lane, lane and below,
collapse.
lane and below. Yeah, I mean it's not a full court like press or anything like that. They pretty much, I use a hockey term, defending the house, which is basically the lane. They're defending their house, their lane, and with this zone, and it's so far been effective.
Well, they got it into Holman. Kick out 3. Hirschfeld strong. Backside rebound. Kofer. They did play a little bit of 3-quarter zone press in the first half, but kind of just token. But you wonder if, he just wants to make sure he conserves the energy. You never know. Maybe if they have to. Right now they don't have to, but maybe they could pick up the pressure late in the game and have fresher legs. Right now they have a 9-point lead with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. New Bremen only has no team foul, so they're going to have to foul a number of times just to put Covington on the bench or on the foul line unless they can get some steals. Well, Covington will say, we're not going to stall. We're going to take a good shot, and they get Delaney Murphy to put them up by 11. That one hurts the Cardinals.
Puts her at 14 points right now.
8 in the first half, 6 in the second half. Clock now the next enemy for the Cardinals. They've got to face Covington's defense and try to score. Ferks. Front iron, no good. Biesecker, broken record, another rebound.
Yep. She has been all over the place.
Minute and a half remaining.
Yeah, currently 30 total team rebounds, but I'm going to say at least 20 of those belong to her.
And there's a foul against Ferks. Again, just the first of the quarter, so they got to go 4 more times. That's one of those things where, that new rule.
Yeah, this has not been a foul-heavy game. It really hasn't.
I had Bremen down for just a couple fouls in the third quarter, so New Bremen can't get it done. Biesecker, wow, add another rebound, add another basket. She now has 2, 4, 6, 8 in the quarter, 9 in the half, 15 in the game.
Yep. She's now the leading scorer over Murphy now. Yeah, in the game.
In her team, you're right.
On her team, at least. So.
Right, because Murphy also is in double figures with 14. Ferks will fire a 3, no good. Under a minute to play, and they'll let it drop out of bounds. Possession, or the team rebound belongs to the Buccaneers, and they are 52 seconds away from going 4-1 on the season. They lead by 7. There's a hoop.
Got it, and a foul.
That's going to put it up.
Now a 15-point lead.
Yeah, there we go. Lost my math for a second.
Oh, you're fine. No worries. Yeah, 15-point lead. Great way to break that press down. Can make it a 3-point play, and she does.
6 1/4 for Maggie Anderson. A 3 and an old-fashioned 3. 6 1/4, 8 in the half, 14 points in the ball game. So Covington, the scores don't look a little lopsided, but it seemed like it was a lot closer. I remember telling you, wow, it's a 6-point lead, and that wasn't just too long ago, as New Bremen's kind of really going ice cold here, and Covington has hit a couple threes here in the fourth quarter, their first 2 of the game, and they've gotten some good, continue to score well, offensive rebounding and just points in transition too. So they've hit on all cylinders here the final 8 minutes.
Very fundamentally sound. I mean,
the passing's been pretty
passing's
good.
been really good. Not a lot. Everything's been, not them. It's not been self-inflicted. It's been, New Bremen creating it. And what a way to end it here in Covington, now going 4-1 and unfortunately still winless here for the Cardinals at 0-2.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Michael and I will wrap up tonight's ball game. You're watching girls basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
NK Telco Sports is pleased to bring you girls high school basketball, where tonight the Covington Buccaneers have come to town and defeated the New Bremen Cardinals 49-33. It was a 2-point game going into the fourth quarter, but a big fourth quarter for the Bucks. They hit on all cylinders and kind of roll, if you will, to the 16-point win against the Cards. With their final team stats, Michael, what do you got?
Yeah, we'll go Covington finding that 3-point range. It had not hit any and got in the fourth quarter, went 2 for 16 total from 3-point range, 17 for 37 from 2-point range, 9 for 11 from the free throw line. Total team rebounds 33. Quite a few of those belong to Biesecker, and 11 total turnovers. For the New Bremen Cardinals, 5 for 23 from 3-point range, 8 for 22 from 2-point range, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. 22 total team rebounds, 15 Cardinal turnovers total team. So, yeah, it was. I think they definitely found kind of a slow start for Covington, but really got got it going
Yeah,
there
they did.
towards
And
the end, especially, and found their groove and cruise to the win and go 4-1.
You mentioned cruise to a win. It seemed like I said the score was lopsided, but really it was into the fourth quarter. It was still very competitive.
It was still a very competitive game.
Covington.
Absolutely. I mean, Bremen had nothing to be ashamed of. It just, just a fantastic fourth quarter from Covington.
Covington scores 21 in the fourth compared to 7 for the Cardinals. And again, some of those buckets for Covington came late in the final 3-4 minutes and took maybe a 6-point lead and kind of blew it open. So tough break for the Cards. They battled, just couldn't do it for 32 minutes. Congratulations to the Bucks, who, maybe started off slow, but then dominated the final 26 minutes of the game. But job well done. The leading scorers in the ball game, individual scoring. Carly Biesecker, 15 points. Mention her great offensive rebounding. Got a number of those points following offensive boards. Meg Anderson follows behind her with 14. Delaney Murphy also with 14. 3 apiece from Avery Kofer and Gracie Anderson. Their total of 49. For New Bremen, lone double-figure scorers. Chloe Holman with 17. 9 for Mariana Nelson. And all 3 of those three-pointers in the first half. And Michaela Firks with 7. Their total of 33. So those are the numbers. Before we sign off, let's pick a player of the game for New Bremen. And don't think it'll be a very hard decision.
No.
My vote's for number 30.
Yep, Chloe Holman. I would agree.
So
17 points. Yeah, really dominating the middle there, and really showing that senior leader. One of the 2 seniors on this team, showing the leadership. 17 points, and congratulations to Chloe Holman, our player of the game.
Very well. So that'll wrap things up here from New Bremen. For our director, Austin Ambergy, for my partner, Michael Laws, my name is Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast of high school sports on NK Telco, and thanks for watching.